In this video, I'm turning 100 famous logos into custom LEGO builds. Everything from social media icons like TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube to iconic brands like Pringles, McDonald's, Pepsi and a bunch more. It's all gonna get LEGOfied. Starting with our first logo, it's Twitter, the Bluebird app. Now some of the LEGO versions of the logos will be as simple as using a single piece, like this blue LEGO bird representing the Twitter logo. And that's our first one completed. However, some logos are more detailed and require more bricks and effort. To tackle the challenging ones, I'll use a base plate and basically create pixel art with LEGO. To transform the LEGO logo into a LEGO build, I start by converting the logo into pixel art on a 48 by 48 grid, matching the size of this LEGO base plate. This serves as a blueprint, guiding me in building the actual logo with the bricks. And that's the LEGO logo in LEGO done. Next up, let's do McDonald's, known for their burgers. This logo is iconic for its yellow arches on the red background, and I built them by using these curved slope pieces. Now for the king of the burgers, Burger King. I went with the previous logo and I love how it turned out. And I'm not done with burgers yet, as I did Mr. Beast Burger, the virtual restaurant founded by Mr. Beast. This one required a bunch of different colored bricks. Looks good though. Next, I did the Marvel logo, which looks great. I then did the DC logo, which turned out okay I guess. Now let's move on to some superhero logos. Starting off with Spider-Man. I used red bricks for the background and placed this LEGO spider on it. Spider-Man approves. I then did Black Widow, Batman, Green Lantern, The Flash, Thor, Captain America, X-Men, Avengers, and finally Superman. Okay, next I wanna do some Nintendo logos. Starting off with Nintendo. Using red and white bricks, I was able to make it on this 48 by 48 base plate and it looks perfect. Nintendo, please don't sue me. I also did the Nintendo Switch logo, which consists of 2 Joy-Cons. And for the final Nintendo related logos, I did the logos Mario and Luigi wear on their hats. In addition to Nintendo, 2 other big game console companies are PlayStation and Xbox. I turned the old colorful PlayStation logo into LEGO, as I was able to use more colors than just black if I were to do the current logo. And I then did Xbox, which is owned by Microsoft. And Microsoft has one of the simplest logos in the world. It's just 4 colored squares, so it was not difficult to recreate that one. And their biggest product is probably their operating system, Windows. And what better way to recreate the Windows logo than to use actual LEGO window pieces. So I got these window frames and stacked them together like this. And speaking of windows, Tesla is famous for theirs. The logo was relatively easy to build. I used these curved slope pieces to get the curve of the logo right. The build does not stay together though. Did you know there's actually a Tesla car in space? And it was launched by a SpaceX rocket. The SpaceX logo is supposed to represent the rocket's trajectory into space. So I not only built the logo out of LEGO, but I also built the SpaceX Starship rocket. Filled with illegal building techniques holding it together and this rock piece for the dome, I think I did a really good job replicating the actual rocket. And at this size, it fits nicely on the tip of the logo. I'm a huge space fan and I got a bunch of LEGO space sets, like this rocket and this space station. And the NASA logo, nicknamed the Meatball, is an iconic space logo. I used almost all my blue pieces creating the NASA logo in LEGO, and I used these tiny 1x1 studs to represent the stars. The LEGO Creator Expert team was recently rebranded as LEGO Icons. Although the name change is probably good, the new logo is not as fun as the previous one, so I'm gonna recreate the old one. And since it's basically made out of LEGO, this one was really easy to do. Actually only takes 6 of these headlight bricks to make. Have you ever been at a restaurant and while ordering, the waiter asked if Pepsi is okay, even though you wanted Coke? Well, you can have both, as I turned both of their logos into LEGO. Now, I wasn't able to turn this Coca-Cola logo into LEGO as it was way too complicated, so I decided to do the Coke logo instead, as that one's a lot more simple. I did a little better with the Pepsi logo though, as I'd say I did a perfect recreation of it. Next, I did the NBA logo, and I used this completely white minifigure to represent the silhouette in the real logo. And I added the basketball held on the figure's hand with sticky tack. I really like my version of the Nets logo, which is the Pringles logo. By using this LEGO figure mustache, I'm able to capture that signature mustachioed look of the Pringles logo. I put it on this cursed LEGO head, and luckily the mustache covers the horrible smile. Kinda makes me want to go out and buy some Pringles. Patreon, the website every content creator plugs in their videos. Looks good. Oh, and check out my Patreon. Blender. No, not that Blender. The 3D software. Lately a bunch of amazing 3D LEGO animations have been made using Blender. So I made the Blender logo out of LEGO. Another orange logo is the VLC logo. It's basically just a traffic cone, so I built a LEGO traffic cone. I've got this LEGO F1 race car, so I made the F1 logo. And I also did the Mercedes logo by simply using this LEGO steering wheel to represent it. Another F1 team is Ferrari, and I have a lot of LEGO Ferrari cars. The Ferrari logo is a horse on a yellow background, so I built the Ferrari logo in LEGO by using this LEGO horse. The largest company in the United States is Walmart, and here's the logo turned into LEGO. Another big store in America is Target, and their logo is literally a target. I stole some of these curved pieces from the Daily Bugle set to be able to make the outer red circle, and then use this round jumper plate in the middle so that I could add the red dot in the center. FaZe Clan, the popular esports team known for their trick shots and their stock price. The FaZe logo consists of the letter F and C overlapping, and this LEGO version I made looks incredible. And speaking of gaming, Fortnite is one of the most popular games right now, and it's a game where when you shoot at someone, a whole building pops up out of nowhere. Their logo, just the letter F. Another game, CSGO. Now, this logo I'm really proud of. First, I built the letters by using these dot tiles, and then I had to add the soldier in the middle. So I used this minifigure and gave it a black helmet and this weapon. I think it looks amazing. Another game, Roblox. Quite a simple logo. It's just a square. And now, Minecraft. The best-selling video game of all time. And for the logo, I just used some brown bricks and a green tile on top. And then we have Among Us. With the gaming logos done, let's move on. For the IBM logo, I stacked these white and blue plates on top of each other to replicate the striped look the letters in the IBM logo have. I then turned the BMW logo into Lego, and I think it's a spot-on recreation. And for logo number 50, HSBC, it's like a bank or something. Alright, halfway done, my hands are feeling sore, but let's keep going. Next up on my journey of building 100 logos out of Lego is Netflix, and by using 3 of these red Lego tiles, I was able to make the Netflix logo. Here's the Vodafone logo. Now, I don't know what Vodafone is, I just searched up famous logos and found it on Google. And Google is one of the biggest companies in the world. And the reason for why they're so huge is that they have a bunch of products and services. So here's a quick montage of me building the logos of Google's most popular products and apps. Here we go. Gmail, Google Maps, Google Calendar, Google Drive, Google Photos, Google Authenticator, Google Home, Google Meet, Google Docs, Google One, and finally, Google Chrome. Next I did Discord, and I can't mention Discord without mentioning my Discord server, which you should join. I then did the GoPro logo, and then Wordle, WhatsApp, and Wine. Following that, I did the instantly recognizable IKEA logo, which uses Swedish colors. Assembling this logo in Lego was a lot easier than assembling one of their bookshelves. For the Ubisoft logo, I used the Lego poop, ice cream piece seen from above. And here's the Spotify logo turned into Lego. Another music streaming app is Apple Music, and I actually found a Lego piece that looks just like the Apple Music logo, so I didn't have to do much building for that one. And for the Apple logo, at first I tried building it, but it didn't look good, so I just used the Lego Apple piece. Think different? How about build different? After that, I made the Android logo, and it looks pretty cute. I then drew some logos in Lego by using stop motion animation, beginning with Amazon. This is their iconic smile. Next up, Audi. The Audi logo consists of 4 interlocking rings, and you could also just use 2 Lego binocular pieces to make a tiny Audi logo. The Olympics logo reminds me of the Audi logo, as it also consists of interlocking rings. And finally, I did the Chevrolet logo. I then did the Airbnb logo, which looks like a heart when upside down. Instead of doing the full Subway logo, I did the Subway icon, which is the letter S with arrows pointing at both directions. YouTuber MKBHD has a nice logo, maybe even the best YouTuber logo out there, so I had to turn it into Lego. And I love the intros of his videos, so I tried making something similar by animating the Lego version of his logo. Cartoon Network has this checkered logo, and I made 2 versions, the simple CN one and the big one, but I couldn't do the text, you're just gonna have to imagine it's there. I then did the Bitcoin logo and the Beats by Dre logo. National Geographic has a really beautiful logo, and I used this Lego door frame to make it in Lego. It's the perfect shape and color, and just as simple as the original. The Lacoste logo is this green crocodile, so I used the Lego crocodile to recreate it, and by popping off the tail, I was able to place it in the right position. I also added this red feather in the mouth, since the mouth of the crocodile in the logo is red. Kinda looks like it's sticking its tongue out. Next, I did the shell logo, and I just used a Lego shell piece for it. For the Domino's logo, I built up this red and blue build, and then used white round pieces to make the 3 dots. Oh, and you can use the build as an actual domino piece to create the domino effect. AI is everywhere, so of course I had to turn the ChatGPT logo into Lego. The Nike Swish logo is iconic, and to turn it into Lego, I got this Lego banana as it looks just like the Nike Swish. Oh, you think that's cheating? Fine. I also made a bigger and more accurate version, so you don't have to complain. Another clothing brand is Adidas. With a bunch of logos to choose from, I chose to recreate this one, the 3 stripes triangle. Now, this doesn't look right, but by covering up the bottom with white tiles, I was able to fix it. I've been building these logos out of Lego bricks for almost 2 weeks now, and my hands are so tired. I've gotten countless cuts and scratches, but that's the price of building with Lego. To finish off, let's do a bunch of social media logos. For Facebook, I used tiles to write an F on a blue plate. Follow me on Facebook. Now, usually the Instagram logo is pink, but I have a very limited amount of pink bricks, so I used these green plates and then used these square bricks to make the Instagram icon on top. And since the bricks under are green, I simply green screened them into being pink. Follow me on Instagram. Both Facebook and Instagram are owned by Meta, so I did their logo as well. Now, I'm not sure if anyone still uses Snapchat, but I didn't forget about their logo. I used the Lego Ghost minifigure in front of a yellow background to turn the Snapchat logo into Lego. Spooky. I then did Twitch, the live streaming platform. Following that, I made this massive TikTok logo. Oh, and follow me on TikTok. And then we have YouTube Shorts, TikTok's biggest competitor. The logo is a red S with a play button in the middle. And now, finally, YouTube. And that's it, 100 logos made out of Lego. Now, there are a bunch of logos I didn't have time to do, so if there are any you'd like to see me turn into Lego, make sure to let me know in the comments. Oh, and make sure to subscribe.